What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, this is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. I'm talking this one right here, King Hussle, King Hussle X1M. No rags, just riches. King Hussle Crazy Reactions, the Hussle Family, Turn Motivation into Means, Dog Pound Exotic Pups, Goosebumps Horror Stories, Sleeping with the Rain, Monkey Man King Hussle 2.0, and King Hussle Live. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hussle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and that Twitch. So if you want to win something for free, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell on all the YouTube channels and the Twitch. So whenever I drop anything, you'll get that notification bell. You'll be tuned in and you'll be in the running to getting something for free. All right. Not subscribed to all the YouTube channels or the Twitch, you already disqualified. All right. So make sure you do that. Also, make sure y'all follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. I got a lot of fake King Hussle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, all right? Before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything, so let's get this thing started. What to do, my real King Hussle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hussle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero, you ready to be your family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos, it's some information that's going to help you win, all right? In today's video, we're going to talk about Interior Federal Credit Union. Yes, Interior Federal Credit Union, and they got some loans for you. They got personal loans, credit cards, savings accounts, kid accounts, young adult accounts. They got a lot of different things out there that can help you and your family. All right, so without further ado, let's get into how you can start structuring your credit profile, personal or business, so you can start getting funding and start getting major loans, credit cards, lines of credit on the personal and the business side, and into your journey to financial freedom and generational wealth. All right, so let's get into it. So a lot of people out there are starting to figure out that credit, or understand that credit is the #1 money game in the world. Credit revolves around everything that you do, from getting cars, homes, credit cards, store cards, etc., etc. They're checking your credit score for almost any and everything. Getting a cell phone, all that. They're always checking your credit score. And depending on your credit score will determine if you get approved or not, if you got to drop a double deposit, or if you don't have to drop a deposit at all. So your credit score determines a lot of things in your life, and it helps you save money. And a lot of people don't understand that. So a lot of people, we wasn't taught credit. There was no credit classes in school. There's no money management in school, no finance classes in school. So when we turn 18, we're just out there to fend for ourselves, not understanding how to utilize certain things. So a lot of people turn 18, they finance cars, get credit cards, student loans, etc., etc. Not understanding the proper way how to manage it if their parents didn't teach them that. And 9.9 times out of 10, our parents aren't teaching us how to manage credit or money when we turn 18, because they wasn't taught and they barely know how to do it. So that's why I'm here, to teach you guys how to manage money, how to get your credit profiles together, personal and business, how to start investing into the right things, how to start making passive income, how to turn yourself into a successful entrepreneur and a self-made millionaire. So your credit profile demonstrates how well you are with managing money. You start off with bad credit, and as you go on and you start to manage money, it reports to your credit report and it builds your credit score. It builds a lot of different things, your credit score, your payment history, all these things that play a part into you getting approved for anything. So a lot of people are under the imagination or under this spell that being debt free is the way to be in life. Having zero debt. If you don't have any debt, you're good to go, which is not true. You need debt on your credit report. You need to be managing debt. That's how you, 1, build your credit score, 2, improve your credit worthiness and your credit profile. So when you do go get mortgage loans, auto loans, credit cards, or any type of loan, you will be in a good position to get approved. And depending on your debt to income ratio will determine how much you get approved for. See, a lot of people hear these bad credit loans and they automatically think that just because they have bad credit, they're going to automatically get approved for that loan, which is not true. You got to understand that bad credit loans, every bank works with people with bad credit, and you got to understand what bad credit is. Bad credit is anywhere from 650 and under. So if you have a 650 credit score under, you are technically have bad credit. And there are a lot of people out there with bad credit, 650 credit scores and under. Now, understanding that you can be somebody that makes $8,000 a month, and you can be starting to manage your money, your credit profile correctly, better. And you will since you have technically bad credit, you will get approved for a loan because of your credit profile and your debt to income ratio. Vice versa, somebody who has a 550 credit score, who makes $4,000 a month, who pays $2,000 a month in bills, who credit profile and credit worthiness isn't as structured as the person with the 650, they're not going to get approved for a large amount, if even they get approved. So you got to understand that bad credit is anywhere from 650 and under. When you start to rebuild your credit profile or start to structure your credit profile in the correct way, you're not going to just get 100 points every month. No, you might get 3 points, you might get 10 points, you might get 6 points, you might small increments. So going from a 550 to a 650 might take a couple of months depending on the credit or the trade lines that you have reporting on your credit report. If you go get those bigger trade line packages from Unique Primary Trade Line or Trade Lines with Gamba, that reports $300,000 to $600,000 in primary trade line debt, then that can change the trajectory, the outcome of your credit profile, build it faster. And we all know trade lines aren't free, and the more you're trying to get, the more you're going to have to pay for that trade line. So then people understand and see that you got to pay for trade lines and that's not cheap, and they be like, man, how's all these people making their own primary trade lines? See, people out there are cheap and lazy. It's a lot of people out there in the world that are cheap and lazy, meaning that they don't want to pay for nothing and they don't want to do nothing, but they want the same results as somebody that is doing something and putting in that work and the effort. So they try to figure out and find any and every way to get something for cheap or for free. And they focus on that more than they actually focus on just paying the fee and getting what they need so they can get where they need to be. And that's the problem. See, people gotta understand, primary trade lines are accounts that are primarily in your name. So when people are like, man, how you make your own primary trade lines? I need primary trade line. You already have primary trade lines being reported on your credit report. They're just delinquent. So just go start making payments on them, and then it'll start reporting back to your credit report on what that account's still on your credit report in that debt. And now that bad debt is going to turn into good debt. It's going to show that you're paying off, starting back to pay off this primary trade line. It doesn't matter how long it's been delinquent. As long as you pay it off and you show that you can pay it off, that's all that matters. Because then it goes say, okay, it's been delinquent for X amount of years or X amount of months. Now you're making payments on it. Now you're paying it off. Now you eventually paid it off, but now you're going to get 21 points towards your credit report because of that. And just imagine how many accounts that people have on their credit reports. Some people have a couple $1,000s in debt, $3,000, $6,000, maybe $10,000. Some people have $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in debt. Everybody's credit profile is not the same. Everybody's life is not the same. Everybody's financial situation is not the same. So you can't say, or you can't base your results off somebody else's results, or you can't base your results to determine somebody else's results, because everybody is not the same. So like I told y'all before in all my videos, there are people out there that there's people out there that look for the easiest way out. So there's people out there that look for the links to the banks in the description so they can just click on it, go to the bank and fill it out without having nothing structured, without having no documentation, no paperwork in order, nothing. And then they get mad and don't get approved, and they're like, oh, that's cap. That loan don't work. No, you just didn't follow instructions. Your credit profile, your what you have going on just didn't work because you didn't follow instructions. You didn't listen to what I said. You don't just go jump up. That's why I don't put the links in my descriptions, because it'd be too many people just going to the bank and filling it out, not getting approved, because a lot of people don't listen and follow instructions. And I don't got time for people to be like, oh, that's cap, all in the description and in the comments. No, learn how to follow instructions. That's how you become successful in life. Then I get people like, I put on the thumbnail, the bank is on the thumbnail. So all you gotta do is look at the thumbnail and go Google it. I'm teaching you guys how to use your resources, use your brain, use your common sense. That's why I don't put the links in the description, because I'm teaching you guys how to use these tools that you have to become successful and start to mature your brain, start to teach your brain how to think in a higher power and a higher level. So everything on the personal side is for primary trade lines. Any type of loan, credit card, line of credit. We get the loans, we let it sit in our bank accounts, and we let it pay off itself. So once it gets deposited into that account, we don't touch it. So when the first payment comes, the money is already in the account, takes it out. Every month it's going to take out. And the only thing you're going to have to be paying is the interest on it. So that's why it's better to have good credit, so you won't have to be paying too much more interest on that loan. You got bad credit, you might be paying up an extra $6,000, $7,000 on that loan. You got good credit, you might be paying back an extra $15,000 to $2,000, maybe $3,000 on that loan, which is pretty decent. So understanding credit, understanding that everything on the personal side is for primary trade line usage only, so we can build our personal credit, our debt, and our credit worthiness. So when we start our LLC and we utilize our personal credit towards our business credit, we already got the debt, the payment history, and the age as the co-signer. So if they're going to go off our personal credit, so we want a $50,000 no-doc loan, we already got everything right here that they need, and we're going to get approved for that on the business side, utilizing our personal credit. That's how it goes. So at Interior Federal Credit Union, they have digital spending accounts, they got credit cards, they got savings accounts, they got kid accounts, they got a young adult accounts, they got a lot of different funding. So when it comes to the funding, they have vehicle loans, credit cards, home equity, mortgage loans, personal loans. So home equity loans, tap into your home value and find the right financial solution. So if you want to check out equity on your home, and that's what we'll talk about that later. We'll get into that later. All right, so the personal loans that they have at Interior Federal Credit Union. So need a little more than you got. Their personal loan options offer great rates on money that you can use for just about anything, making a specific purchase like a computer or a new furniture, paying for life events like wedding or vacation, or consolidating your debt into a single low monthly payment. No matter where you are, it is easy to get a personal loan and manage it online, whether you're looking for flexible funds, debt consolidation, or support for major life events. They've got the right personal loans for you. All right, so see the rates. So they got a lot of different rates. So personal loan, so for personal line of credit, a PLOC offers convenience and flexibility to help you meet life's financial situations. You enjoy easy access to ready source of funds for recurring expenses, major life events, or large unexpected purchases. Plus, it can also serve as overdraft protection. All right, borrow what you need when you need it without having to repay. So we all know that lines of credits are different than loans. When you get a line of credit, the line of credit, you only pay back what you use. So if you only use $2,000 out of the line of credit, you're only responsible for paying back $2,000, not the whole $15,000. All right, so get lines of credit up to $15,000. Funds are available up to your predetermined limit. Loan protection options available. Manage your loan throughout the mobile app. So personal LOC, line of credit rates, 13% APR, maximum $15,000, and they have signature loans. All right, so we all know signature loans. So a signature loan is a loan that they go based off your signature and your credit score, no documentation. So depending on your credit score, they're going to go off that, no documentation. So a signature loan is an unsecured loan granted based solely on your application, allowing you to access funds with just your signature. Just like I told you, this type of personal loan is ideal for various needs, such as emergency costs, starting a business, or debt consolidation. You know exactly what your monthly payments will be for the life of the loan, giving you full transparency. All right, so loans available up to $15,000. Loan protection options available. Manage your account easily throughout the mobile app. All right, so signature loan rates as low as 9.50 APR up to 36 months, as low as 9.75 APR to 37 to 48 months, and 10.00 APR as low as for 49 to 60 months terms. All right, so for example, a $10,000 loan at 10.00 APR for 60 months will result in a monthly payment of $212.54 as of July 1st, 2025. All right, so that's just at the low. So if, to be honest, you should always start in the middle. So always figure out what the highest APR that it goes, start right there in the middle, and then just go based off that. That'll give you a roughly an average of what you'll be paying back a month. For a debt consolidation loan, 2% will be added on a 60-month signature loan rate. A loan of $10,000 at a 12% APR will have a monthly payment of $222.53. So just do the math like that. You won't be paying too much, maybe $400 a month with bad credit, $500 a month with credit, at the most $600 a month. All right, so they also have share secured loans. So go check them out, man. They got a lot of different accounts. They got a lot of different loans. They got signature loans. So that means there's no documentation, just off your signature and your credit score and your credit profile. So make sure you guys are checking out creditboards.com to see where inferior federal credit unions, what credit bureaus they're pulling from, with FICOs. So you can focus on them. Add trade lines that report to those so you can build those scores, but you still want to build all three at the same time. But focus on those so you can be in a position to get approved for this signature loan or line of credit from inferior federal credit union. They also have kid accounts and young adult accounts, so you can start saving money for your kids, building their credit scores, and so on and so on. All right, so make sure you guys are checking in and checking out inferior federal credit union. All right, so shout out to all my real King Hussle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping this sauce, and y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 unlimited gems are $1,000, but for limited time only, I'm doing it for $600. Yes, $600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the $600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Also, make sure you tapping in to the crypto tour in-person limited gems, $6,500, $500 positive rest of money meeting person. In these in-person lessons, you will be hands-on learning any and everything that you want to learn, from credit to methods to life coaching, to business coaching, you name it. All right, tap in, let's get it in, and start to win. Also, make sure you go tap into my credit mentorship, $2,500 and up, trade lines not included. We're going to be focusing on your personal and business credit, help you start getting funding. Make sure you type in with my life and business coach mentorship. We're going to help you get your life together, your business together, show you how to start making the right decisions, what type of businesses to invest in, how to start making passive income, how to structure your business the right way, learn about LLCs, S Corps, C Corps, and nonprofit organizations. We're going to do it all, and we're going to help you start, get on the right track to become successful in life. All right, so make sure you tap into the mentorships, the life and business coaching, $2,500 and up. All right. Make sure you're tapping into my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato app, Millionaire Network. Go subscribe. You need any type of sauce, any type of methods, any type of sites, any type of you whatever. Go tap in, load ups, all that, crypto, all that. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content creators. We're going to do a lot of skits, blogs, movies, music videos, traveling, networking, making money, having fun. Make sure you go tap into all my social media, all my YouTube channels, King Hussle, all my YouTube channels. Y'all already know what they is. They in the bio, they in the links. I do all my freebies and giveaways from them and my Twitch, King Hussle Live. So make sure you go tap in, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out. Make sure you go follow my clothing brand, Boost School Department, on IG. Dropping joggers real soon. They on the way. Make sure y'all go tap into my main IG, King Hussle X1M.2. Make sure you tapping in with these load ups. Cash App or Bitcoin. Anybody get a $500 load up or more, receive a free jogger set. And if you get a $1,000 load up or more, you will receive 2 jogger sets, pink and black. You decide. So make sure you tapping in with that. It's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson or video. Peace.